Here's how we amortize our right-of-use asset for a new operating lease. It's done through a newly created method. The FASB refers to it as the plug method. It's calculated by deducting the liability interest expense from straight-line rent expense to get the plug amortization expense. Does that make sense? No, of course it doesn't. So let's run through an example. Here's the amortization table for year 1 in our hypothetical lease. The column titled SL Rent, shown here, shows the straight-line rent expense for each month. Even though this lease is recorded as an asset and liability, under the new rules, a GAAP operating lease straight lines the rent expense. The next column is the interest expense that we calculated for the liability. Let's jump back for a quick reminder. Here's the slide where we went through that calculation, and here's the interest expense for each period. These numbers we'll use to calculate our amortization plug for the asset. This column is identical to this column. Now we deduct the interest from our straight line rent, which gives us our plug amortization. So you can see that my second bullet point corresponds to the first 3 columns. Straight line rent minus interest expense equals the plug amortization expense. Okay, from there we take our beginning asset balance, shown here, deduct the plug amortization amount that we just calculated, and we get our ending balance for that period. At the end of the year 2019, we get the balance shown here. Let's jump back to our summary page, but first remember this number, 10,428,069. And here it is, 10,428,069, the ending balance of our asset at the end of the first year under the new rules for an operating lease.